Hello there, my wonderful Capricorns. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Outer Space Tarot, and thank you for joining. I'm just going to go ahead and do a general energy check-in here for you guys today, okay? So this could really be about anything. Like I always say, it could be regarding love, career, finances, or just really any situation that you have going on in your life already. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with an oracle here, okay? We're going to do a monology card. And, yeah, shout out to my sister Jenica and my brother Ian, my two favorite Capricorns. So yeah, what is going on for Capricorn? Let's see. Oh yeah, you guys, and when I was thinking of your energy, the first thing that popped into my mind is the Four of Cups. So with that being said, I'm getting this energy of like a kind of like, I don't know, like toxic positivity is like popping up in my head for some reason. So maybe you guys feel like you're forced to have some type of like toxic positivity right now, like there's somebody pressuring you for that in a sense, or maybe you have a situation going on to where you're like trying to be positive about it but you don't feel so positive. So just remember, it's okay to feel disappointed or something, or apathetic from time to time. Don't feel pressured to always be in a positive attitude. It's better to really like bask in our sadness or whatever it may be at the moment, apathy, and kind of let that go by and deal with it in a healthy way, okay? I was also getting like maybe, I'm not like a doctor, I'm not pathologizing anybody, but it might be good to see like a therapist or a counselor, or have some type of healing work done or self-help. So yeah, that's just the vibe I was getting. That's not for everybody, of course, but anyways, let's see what we have here. And yeah, I was just saying it's okay to, have certain emotions. And so the first card that we have here is show the world the real you. Okay, so yeah, like you don't have to be in this fake, toxic positivity type of attitude, okay? It's okay to show who you are, okay? Or if you're feeling some type of emotion, it's okay to express that, okay? And if you feel like it's not, or there's somebody who's not letting you do that, you still have to be yourself. That's all I'm going to say. So, anyways, yeah, show the world the real you. And, you guys, when we live in authenticity, that's when we're the happiest, okay? So, be yourself. And even if you're not always being your positive self, like, that's okay. Like, it's, emotions are a balance. We can't just be happy or on all the time, right? So, yeah. Anyways, let's pull some cards here. I'm going to pull my cards a little bit differently today. Okay, so two of these popped out. We do have the Four of Swords. Okay, so like I said, maybe there's some type of work that you need to do, self-care, self-work. So the Four of Swords has to do with taking a break. That could be meditation, anything like that. All right, so next we have here, so two fours in a row, okay? We also have the Four of Pentacles. So yeah, like this could maybe be you like holding on to a certain part of your personality, but it's like how she's holding on to this. It's like uncomfortable, right? So yeah, it's okay to like rest, take a break. We don't have to be go, go, go all the time. So yeah, I'm kind of getting like, I don't know, there's something about like your attitude that you're trying real hard to hold on to, like trying to be positive about things or something like that. And it's causing you more discomfort. So, if somebody else is uncomfortable with the way you may feel about a situation or anything like that, that's their problem. It's, it's not yours, okay? It's like we're all human. We're allowed to feel the way that we feel. Do not drive yourself crazy trying to present yourself in a certain way, okay? So yeah, that's just what I'm getting here. Yeah, and so, yeah, with the Seven of Wands, you guys, look, it's like, right now, it's like you're defending yourself. You're trying to defend yourself, but I think it's like you want to break from all that. You're tired of it. And the thing is like, you don't really have to do much to defend yourself. Maybe the best thing with the Four of Swords here is to really do nothing. okay? Because like this guy's on top of, some type of cliff or a rock, and it's like those people can't even reach him, right? So, yeah, like don't be too keen on defending yourself all the time. For myself, I'm like, for the most part, if somebody has an issue with me or doesn't like what I'm doing or something like that, and this is all, within reason, I try not to defend myself anymore, and it took me a long time to get to that point, but, I don't have a reason to. So yeah, just, you don't have to rationalize things to people or explain yourself all the time. Yeah, maybe to an extent, but, if something is right for you and you're going in a certain direction or a certain path, like, don't feel the need to over-explain to people, because a lot of the times they're still not going to see it your way, but you'd rather be happy on the inside than have to, present yourself a certain way, right? And so, along with that here, we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups to me is usually a good card, except for in this deck, he looks very, very smug. Okay, so this can be somebody like, I don't know, I'm just getting this very like, sneaky, almost kind of like snarky type of energy, to where it's like, oh yeah, like, I got you, here's an offer, but it's not like an offer that you want. And it's like when somebody is making you an offer and they have like this look on their face, I don't know, it's something here is real sus to me, okay? So yeah, and along with that we have the Hermit. So this is a card of like introspection, also taking a break, as is, the first card that we got, the Four of Swords. And so you kind of just might be feeling like, again, you're maybe changing something, or maybe you were holding on to a certain, I don't know, part of your personality, okay? And it's like right now you're really going inside and seeing who you really are. And I feel like you're changing who you are, okay? And not everybody may like that, but it's like with the Hermit, this guy is very wise. He's very old. And he literally goes to the top of a mountain by himself for introspection. So I don't think that the way that you're changing is in a bad way. It's like you're getting to know yourself a little bit more here, okay? So, yeah, I'm just getting, it's like you're changing, but like people on the outside maybe aren't really liking that. Maybe they're not used to that. Okay, but at the end of the day, I mean, we have to be who we really are, right? Because we have to show the world the real you. So it's like if you guys keep hanging on to trying to be the person that you were in the past, maybe for the sake of somebody else, in the end, nobody's going to be happy, because usually when people don't want you to change, even if it's to better yourself, I mean, they're probably not going to be happy with you anyways, so, anyway, so next we have the Ace of Wands. All right, so with the Ace of Wands, I feel like there could be like an offer coming to you, something of that sort. And I'm just going to like look up what the Ace of Wands means again really quick. Sometimes I have to do this, you guys, so sorry. But yeah, and the wands have to do with like taking actions, manifesting and everything. So maybe you, going through some changes right now is going to kind of bring in something else for you. This is going to bring some type of manifestation, some type of, it could be work, or just, really an offer from the universe. So with the Ace of Wands, yeah, that's inspiration, potential, creation, and enthusiasm. So yeah, you doing this introspection is kind of helping you with whatever you're wanting to create for your own life right now, okay? And yeah, I mean, you should just honestly go forward with that. It happens all the time where people have, certain ideas or certain concepts or like even inventions and stuff like that, right? And people are like, oh, that's a stupid idea, that'll never work. And those people still went about to do it anyways. And a lot of those people became very, very successful. So yeah, like don't doubt yourself on this. And okay, yeah, so we have the Five of Swords here, okay? The Five of Swords, excuse me, a lot of the time is like a tactical card. So usually in the Rider-Waite deck, the person with the Five of Swords, I think, has like two of them, and then there's like three laying in the background. Like he got two out of the Five Swords. But this guy here also, he has like all 5 swords, and he's kind of thinking like, you know, it is actually, this card gives me a little bit more of a positive vibe. Usually with the 5 of Swords, I say it is, for me, it's my card of, you know, somebody bullying you. But with this, it's like he has all 5 swords, and the other 2 people are, they're walking away, right? So it's like, yeah, I feel like this is you, like, this one is deep. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly feel like this is you being very tactful and, you know, holding on to what you have, rightfully so. And again, the 5 of Swords could actually be, you know, somebody who is kind of after you, or, you know, something like that. But I don't necessarily get a bad vibe. And with that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune, I always say, like, with that wheel in the middle, this can be spun forwards or it can be spun backwards, right? And I always say, like, we don't want to spin the wheel backwards, okay? We don't want to go back to who we were. We want to keep moving forward with our life, with who we are. And I think I said it in somebody else's reading not too long ago. Like, if you are who you were 3 years ago, to be honest, that's kind of weird, right? Like, people change. We're allowed to change. And, you know, it's not a bad thing. And I feel like in this card specifically, you know, it almost looks a little bit scary, right? Like this, there's like a faceless person in this. Like, I don't know. It's very, very deep to me. So, maybe you're just not sure. Like, there's no face in here, right? So there's no telling as to what the outcome is going to be. So, but that's just kind of something that we have to go into, right? Like, just because we don't know how something is going to work out doesn't mean that we shouldn't do it. Okay, yeah, and along with that, we have the 8 of Cups. So it's like there's something that you are walking away from emotionally. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, this could actually be you going towards the new, because like this guy's looking out into the moon, like, okay, like, you know, contemplating, right? So I think you are starting to realize that, like, you can't be the same person that you were before. So there's something that you're emotionally walking away from. And for me, I always see the Cups as a very bittersweet type of energy. Like, you know, especially because it has to do with emotions. So, you know, when you're walking away from something emotionally, it's not always easy to do, okay? But with the 7 of Wands up here, I'm also getting, yeah, because... So this is right below the 7 of Wands, you guys. So that being said, I feel like you're almost walking away emotionally from the person that you're defending yourself from, or the people that you're defending yourself from. All right. So, so yeah, you know, sometimes it's not easy, but it's, you know, also, you know, it's the best thing to do, right? And it takes time. It takes, you know, contemplation. It takes, you know, a lot out of us to just, you know, move on from something that we have emotional attachments to, right? But it, you know, at the end of the day, we sometimes just kind of wake up one day and you know what has to be done. All right, so I'm just going to move these up so I have a little bit more room here. There we go. Anyways, so let's get some more cards out, okay? And yeah, very interesting, because now that I'm looking at these rows, you have the 4 of Swords with the 5 of Swords under that. You have the 4 of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune under that. You know, so again, like, and look at this. So you have the 4 of Pentacles, right? And then under that, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which almost looks similar to the Pentacles here, okay? So yeah, it's like you're holding on to something, but you want to spin that forward, okay? Like, we're not trying to, you know, hang on to what we had in the past. We got to move forward, you guys. And, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Cups next to each other, which is moving on from something emotionally, this is kind of saying, like, yeah, you do need to proceed with the real you and, you know, not hesitate on doing that. And with the 8 of Cups, ooh, we have the 8 of Wands, okay? So I love this combination, you guys. This is 88. 88 is my number. I was born on June 8th, okay? I was born at 1:08 a.m. And 8, you know, is an infinity symbol turned upright. So with these two 8s next to each other, I'm feeling that, you know, there's some type of abundance if you continue forward with this path, okay? And from personal experience, I always noticed that I am the most abundant when I'm living in my own authenticity, when I am my real self. Because when I feel like when I became more authentic, became my real self, all of a sudden, a lot of good things started happening monetarily, and not even just abundant in that sense, but abundant spiritually, abundance with my relationships, things like that, okay? So, if you're not the real you, you're not going to have the right people in your life. But yeah, this is really, really interesting. So yeah, and under the Knight of Cups, we're going to the Eight of Wands. So those are both very quick moving energies. So we're going to see what the next card is in the row below that soon. And with the Hermit here, we have this card, the Artist. Now, this card is specifically only in this deck, which I absolutely love this deck. My stepmom gave this to me last Christmas, and it is just beautiful. So yeah, you have the Artist, right? And this artist here is painting his own picture. So it's like you have to be the artist. You have to paint your own picture, Capricorn. You can't paint the picture for somebody else. If you're painting the picture for somebody else, they're always going to find something wrong with it, right? So you got to paint this picture for yourself. And under, excuse me, the Artist here is right under the Hermit, okay? So with the Hermit doing the introspection and like finding out who he really is, it's like he's coming out as the artist now, the creator. So yeah, you guys, this is deep. And so we have the Eight of Swords here for your next card, you guys, another 8. We're just missing 1 8 from the from our court cards, okay? So again, abundance. And here we have this Eight of Swords. This Eight of Swords here, you guys, is self-imposed restriction. And what was I just saying? Show the world the real you. Okay, don't be in like a toxic positivity for people. Maybe you think that you have to be a certain way for somebody else, and it's like you don't. And the only thing holding you back really is you. Nobody can tell you what to do or who to be or how you should be. You have complete control of that. Now, I say that, obviously maybe some of us are stuck in situations or things like that. If you are, I'm very sorry. Okay, but I think that, it is safe for you to be yourself. And, this girl, she's blindfolded here, right? And, I think if she like leans to the side or does something, it's like this blindfold, and like her hands, if you look at them, they're not even really tied up that tight, you guys. It's like she could easily reach one of her arms up and go and take off the blindfold. Okay, she's not binded to anything here. So again, do not limit yourself. And then she's under the Ace of Wands. So it's like, yeah, I really think that like you can, and what do we say? The Ace of Wands, has to do with like creation and inspiration. So it's like if you would just take that blindfold off, you would be able to be in that Ace of Wands energy. Okay, so yeah, you guys, I feel like in almost every reading, I'm always telling people, be yourself, you can do this, stuff like that. And maybe that could just be a collective energy right now, or I don't know, maybe that's just like the messages that I'm supposed to deliver, really. And here we go, you guys. What was I saying? The Four of Cups, okay? So that's your third 4. You have 3 4s, 3 8s, okay? And yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, like some type of like apathy, some type of like, disappointment. Let me just look this up really quick, okay? But yeah, like, I don't know why, I was just getting that 4 of Cups earlier. And okay, so this could be meditation, resentment, apathy, and discontent. So yeah, I really think that like, with the, what is that word? With the resentment, sorry, I wanted to say something else. When you have some type of resentment towards people that are making you not able to be yourself, which again, at the very beginning, we have show the world the real you. When we have resentment, it's hurting us more than it's hurting that person. A lot of the times, another person is not going to be really too much affected by the way you are. So it's like, when we have resentment against people, it's hurting us, but we're allowing it to happen, right? Because we're still like, oh, I have to be like this for whoever else, or not be myself, or not say anything, not stick up for myself. But, that really, yeah, like we can't do that, okay? And it's like this guy, he's, you know, getting like this cup flying towards him, and his eyes are just kind of closed. All right. So, you know, it's kind of like, I think, and then we have the Eight of Swords, right, that I just pulled where this girl's blindfolded. So you guys, like, I really feel like, you know, we need to see what's in front of us. And once we take off those self-imposed restrictions, that's when we're going to see those things, all right? This could also mean to meditate, because at the beginning we had the Four of Swords. We go from the Four of Swords to the Five of Swords to the Four of Cups. So the Four of Swords and Four of Cups are both cards of meditation. So yeah, maybe like there's just a need to like stop overthinking and, you know, just and be still. Okay. Next we have here the Empress. Okay. This card here can be a card of a glow up. So once again, I feel like once you kind of just release, you know, the blindfold that we have, you guys, I really feel like you can be in the Empress energy. You know, the Empress is a very nurturing energy. This can represent also like getting pregnant. So if you're trying to get pregnant or something, it's probably a good time, but if you're not trying to, be careful. All right. But yeah, so this energy here, I mean, she is just, you know, any type of energy that you'd want to be in. And it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. Okay. But this is good energy. And I also feel like with the Empress, because she does represent fertility and childbirth, it's not only that, like, I feel like there's some type of, again, a creation, right? Like, she is, you know, very fertile. She creates life. So it's like you could also be creating something yourself. And, you know, we've had like 2 cards already that said creation. So, yeah. And, you know, now she's under the Wheel of Fortune, right? So, again, if we spin that wheel forward, we can be the Empress, you guys. We can be the creator here, okay? And after the Empress, we have the Ten of Swords. So with the tens, tens are usually endings in the tarot. Okay, this 10 also can just represent some type of change that you have coming up. So with the Empress and the Ten of Swords, yeah, okay. So under the Eight of Cups is the Ten of Swords. So I feel like maybe when you do leave that emotional state that you're in, there's going to be somebody that's like, oh my God, you hurt me so bad. This is horrible, right? And, you know, I think you kind of just got to ignore that. And I'm also saying, because it's besides the Empress, you know, again, once you get into that energy and you get your glow up and you become that person that you want to be, somebody's going to be like, oh, how could you? And again, the Ten of Swords to me also does represent a change. So, but again, we have to ignore those things, you guys. I'm sorry, but we do, okay? And next to the Ten of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so this is like another card of being like very nurturing. This is somebody who, you know, always has food on the table, house is always clean. All right, and also like, so now I'm getting a lot of nurturing energy with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. And maybe Capricorn, this is like you trying to change your energy to be in this Empress and, you know, Queen of Pentacles energy, because you know what you have to do to be in the energy that you want to be in. But there's just people who are not going to take to that too kindly, okay? But, you know, again, I would always rather be myself and have people dislike me for it than pretend to be somebody that I'm not. All right, and I know, like, yeah, sometimes around certain people we switch our personality up a little bit, whatever, like, that's fine. That's just kind of how life is, you know? But yeah, with this Ten of Swords and Queen of Pentacles here and the Empress, I just feel like, yeah, like there's a lot of changes coming in here, okay? But yeah, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, like, they are just like a super similar energy to me. So there's just somebody that's not gonna like that, okay? There's also a lot of, like, the purple stands out to me in these cards. I don't know, there may be something to do with the color purple, or maybe that's your favorite color, somebody else's, okay? Take that if it resonates. And yeah, so next to the Queen of Pentacles, we have the World. And the World is the ending of the major arcana, okay? It starts off from the Fool, and we end at the World, you guys. So it's like you're getting closer and closer to this journey that you want to be in. And I don't even know if I can show this on YouTube, apparently. So I'm just going to put this down. But, you know, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune and the World, they both have all the fixed signs on them, which are Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. All right, so you might have somebody in your life that's a fixed sign that could be very relevant in your life. But yeah, and these two cards also remind me of each other, the Wheel of Fortune and the World, right? But yeah, so I feel like, you know, you're gonna, once you kind of get over like the resentment, you know, of being yourself and not, you know, having to resent somebody for, you know, being, I don't want to say a fake personality, but you get my drift, right? And, you know, you let this person, and this could actually be this person here, like resenting you and not seeing you as valuable or something, right? Because you're not conforming to what they want. So it's like, yeah, once you get over that and once you stop caring about them, you know, like, oh my God, you like stabbed me in the back, you know, 10 times. You get to be in this world energy, okay? So let me actually shuffle this again. Yeah, you guys, so let's see what's after the World here, okay? And like we have under that card, the Artist, which is like where I was saying painting your own picture, we have the World. So yeah, being that artist is gonna, it's like it's gonna give you the world, you guys, all right? So yeah, like don't hold back. Oops, don't hold back for people, okay? And yeah, here we go, you guys. After the World, victory, okay? Victory, public recognition, the Six of Wands. All right, so you know, I don't see anything bad happening with you actually changing yourself, you guys. It should there should never be any bad repercussions for you being yourself. Most of the time, all it is people talking shit, right, to you and about you, okay? But with the Six of Wands here after the World, I mean, like, come on, you guys, like, this is just, this is such a victorious card here. I mean, this guy's, like, you know, on his horse, there's people behind him celebrating, and we have the Six of Wands under the Eight of Swords. So yeah, it's like, again, once you take that blindfold off, Capricorn, okay, you are going to be victorious, all right? So don't let people tell you, like, oh, well, this isn't working and whatever, you know, like, let's be ourselves, you know. And sometimes, like, and this may not be like public recognition, but it's like you have your own victory of knowing that, like, hey, I stood up for myself, I am myself, I'm going to be myself, okay? And this person on the Six of Wands, like, he's not, you know, he's not conforming to anybody. Like, he won a battle, okay? So, yeah, this is you, like, winning the battle, whether that's, you know, internally or externally, right? Of course, I think the most important battles are the ones that we win internally. Because, you know, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, right? And, yeah, after the Six of Wands here, we have the King of Wands. All right, so let me just look up the King of Wands. Sorry, you guys, I've just been like, my brain is not there. Let me see. So yeah, the King of Wands, influence, respect, leader, maturity. And you have that right after the Six of Wands, okay? So there could be some type of public recognition because the Six of Wands is public recognition. And then you go from like the Six of Wands to like the King of Wands, you guys. So yeah, this could be like some type of like public recognition. Maybe like you're scared of doing something in public, or maybe there's something that you want to be publicly recognized for. And it's, you know, people are saying like, no, don't do that. You can't do that, right? But I mean, if you do it, it's going to be successful anyways. So, I mean, you know, you should always, whatever scares you the most is what you should be doing within reason. You know, if it scares you the most to jump into a pit of spiders, that's probably, you know, don't do that. But I mean, I always told myself like I would never start a YouTube channel, but you know, here I am. And the thought of being on camera and everything, it's like I'm very camera shy, whatever, but I did it anyways. And you know, it's like I'm thoroughly enjoying it, you guys. Okay, so and that's what scared me the most. So yeah, just don't be scared to do things, okay? Yeah. All right. So after the King of Wands here, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is balance, okay? Work hard, play hard. And look, we had two eights, right? And in this Two of Pentacles, we have the infinity symbol. So you guys, there's really a need to just be yourself in whatever, if this is like a venture, if this is just your personality, if this is you like switching your career or the route that you're going in with life, like there's going to be abundance here and you're going to be able to balance that out, okay? And this card here is right under the Empress, and the Empress is a very balanced energy, okay? She's very you know, she has everything, okay? And she balances it well. So you know, I really don't see anything bad happening because you guys are yourselves, you know. And again, sometimes we have this blindfold on to where it's like, well, I have to mask myself, or I have to be in a certain personality, or I have to keep believing this religion, I have to keep going to this school because, you know, if I don't, I'm you know, I'm going to disappoint people or this and that. But it's like, you know, I mean, life is short, you guys, and you cannot just do something solely because another person is going to be unhappy about that, or is going to be unhappy if you don't. All right, like you're not going to die saying, well, I'm real happy, I took over the family business, even though it didn't make me happy, and it made my great grandfather happy. You know what I mean, you guys? Like it just doesn't work that way, okay? So with the Two of Pentacles, this next card here is the Well. Okay, and I have to look this one up as well because this card is also like only in this deck here, okay? So let me see what that is. So the Well is the birthplace of ideas. Again, going back to creation, you guys. Inspiration and transformation. All things are birthed from this creatrix, and knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. All right, so this is nurturing, opportunity, nature, creativity. Again, another card of creation, another card of creation, you guys, and another card of nurturing. Okay, opportunity, nature. So, you know, this is just saying like go for it. I mean, like, there's something that, you know, maybe you want to create, maybe you want to make music, or, you know, something like that. You want to create a business for yourself. And, you know, people are just, I don't know, saying things and you're all up in your head, Capricorn. So, yeah. Next here we have the Two of Wands, okay? So with the Two of Wands, this is like making a choice. And we also have the Two of Pentacles here. So, you know, I think this is you kind of just making this decision, okay? And you could have a couple of decisions that are good options for you that you want to do, or this could still be you again, like, do I stay in, you know, over here, or do I go forward over here? Okay, so yeah, let me see, let me just get a next card for this, okay? But yeah, I feel like, you know, there's still a little bit of, even at the end of everything, you know, there's still a little bit of contemplation at the end. Maybe this is you just contemplating, like, whatever the new venture it is. Maybe there's two things that you feel like you could do, right? If this is regarding a new venture. And, okay, next to that, we have the Two of Cups. So, yeah, we have 3 2s. It's like we have 3 4s, 3 8s, and I think 3 2s. Interesting. So, yeah, here with the Two of Cups. So, and you have, you know, 2 2s together, you guys. So, this could also be, I feel like this is almost like double confirmation here, that you have choices, like you have options. Maybe even if you think that you don't have options, you have options, okay? And this Two of Cups, you know, a lot of times, like, it does refer to like love or something like that, two people coming together. But with these 2 2s here, this could also be you in unison with somebody that is going to help you on your new path that you want to go on, okay? And let me just get one more card here. But yeah, I really think that it's like this guy's looking outwards, you know, with the Two of Wands, and then after that you have the Two of Cups. So it's like, I think it's like you're going to meet somebody that is going to help you on this venture, okay? Yeah. And also I do see the Two of Cups as like a healing type of thing. because, you know, this symbol, I always forget what it's called, you guys, I'm sorry. But it looks like an RX symbol. And on top of it, we have a lion. So this is strength, in a sense, you guys, okay? So it's like you're coming out strong. All right. Wow. After the 2 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups. Okay. So yeah, what did I say, you guys? Unison, right? So it's like, I think you're going to meet one person that's going to help you out, and then you're going to meet more people from that person. Okay. It's kind of almost like finding your soul tribe in a sense. I don't know. This could be also like you moving and living with 3 people, or I don't know, something like that. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, see, with the World here, we have the 2 of Cups under it, okay? So it's like, you know, having options in meeting people. And then under the 6 of Wands, we have the 3 of Cups. The 6 of Wands is victory, celebration. The 3 of Cups is also like a get-together, a celebration, right, you guys? So it's like, you know, again, what did I say earlier? Being yourself will attract and keep the right people, okay? And this is what this is, you know, saying here. So like, don't be afraid to be yourself. All right, so let's get a card for the possible outcome with all of this, okay? And if, you know, it's a little bit confusing, I'll clarify it, but let's see what is going on. Love my Capricorns here. All right, so okay, last card here, you guys. We have the King of Pentacles, and this is an earth, you know, earth sign energy, just like you, dear Capricorn. So this King of Pentacles here, it's like, and also, did we have, yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles as well. Divine counterparts, you guys, okay? So in the end, honestly, I really think that you are going to be the King of Pentacles. You're going to be in this King of Pentacles energy here. So don't worry, you guys, okay? It's okay to be yourself, because when you are, and you know, the King of Pentacles is somebody that's big daddy energy. This is money, you guys, money, okay? So yeah, if there's something that you want to do that's just a little bit unorthodox or out of the norm, or people are doubting you for that, don't let that get in the way, okay? So, I mean, let me just get one more card. I want to get a Mermaid Oracle here. But yeah, you know, just, it's okay to create. You can create, okay? Maybe like, I don't know, you're doing something that is just not allowing you to be creative in a sense. But it's like, you want to be a creator, right? And with this Artist card that we got earlier, and the Ace of Wands, and what was the other card of creation? The Empress, the Well. Okay, this is saying it's okay to create. You can create things. Like, as humans, we are creators. Thoughts become things. Everything that you see right now, that you look around and see, it was created by somebody, okay? So it's like, nobody should ever doubt themselves when it comes to being able to create something, okay? Because there's so many different things that we can create. Like, literally, like, the possibilities are freaking endless, okay? So don't be afraid to create, okay? Okay. So yeah, the last card we have here, the Magic of Colleen Druith. I don't know who Colleen Druith is. It could be this mermaid. But we have caution, secrecy, and wary. Okay, so yeah, you guys, this could be somebody that is keeping secrets from you, or that you have to have caution from. Or this could just be saying proceed with caution, okay, in some type of sense. So be yourself, but be yourself. Yeah, okay, so be yourself. This is what I'm getting from this. But don't always tell people your next move, Capricorn, okay? Be yourself, you know. Say like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do, blah, blah, blah. But to me, what this is saying is, don't tell people like every next move that you're going to do with this process. Because I always say, sometimes when you do that as well, again, people are going to be in your ear saying like, well, if you do that, well, this is going to happen. Or what about this? Or what about that? Right? And it's like, be yourself, but you don't have to say everything, all right? And I think that applies to everybody in life, right? So, you know, if you're in the middle of creating something, you're doing something, do it. Let people know that, okay? But keep your next exact moves to yourself, all right? So I will leave that here, Capricorn. I really hope you have a good rest of your day, and thank you so much for joining. Bye.